Imagine waking up in a world where the temperature can drop far below freezing, giant walls of ice stretch across the horizon, and finding your next meal is literally a matter of life or death. Now here's the question: how did ancient humans survive one of the harshest periods in Earth's history, without supermarkets, heated homes, medicine, or even modern tools? At first glance, it seems impossible. Yet somehow, our ancestors not only survived the Ice Age, they thrived. And some of their survival methods were so clever, so unexpected, that they almost sound unbelievable today. Picture yourself standing on a frozen plain around 20,000 years ago. The wind cuts through the air like a knife. Snow covers the ground. Huge animals roam the landscape, including woolly mammoths, giant bison, and massive deer. Most people assume ancient humans survived simply by hunting. But here's where it gets interesting. Some groups turn mammoth bones into houses. Yes, actual houses. In parts of Ice Age Europe, archaeologists have discovered circular structures built from hundreds of mammoth bones. Imagine gathering enormous ribs, tusks, and skulls, then stacking them into walls strong enough to block freezing winds. Animal skins were stretched over the top, creating surprisingly effective shelters. And that was only the beginning. Food was another enormous challenge. During winter, plants disappeared and hunting could become unpredictable. So ancient humans developed an early version of food storage. After successful hunts, they often preserved meat by freezing it naturally in the icy environment. Nature itself became a giant freezer. Instead of worrying about refrigerators, they simply used the Ice Age. But what happened when hunting failed? This is where survival became incredibly creative. Evidence suggests some groups crushed bones to extract nutrient-rich marrow hidden inside. Think of it as the Ice Age equivalent of finding emergency calories in a survival situation. Every part of an animal mattered. Nothing was wasted. And then there was clothing. Modern winter jackets can make us feel invincible. Ancient humans had no such luxury. Yet they created surprisingly advanced outfits using animal hides and fur. Bone needles discovered by archaeologists suggest that people carefully stitched fitted clothing rather than simply draping skins over their bodies. In other words, Ice Age humans may have been wearing custom-tailored winter gear thousands of years before fashion brands ever existed. But perhaps the craziest survival strategy wasn't physical at all. It was social. Imagine trying to survive the Ice Age alone. Your chances would be terrible. Instead, humans formed strong communities, shared food, exchanged knowledge, and helped care for children and injured group members. This cooperation became one of humanity's greatest superpowers. A lone hunter might fail. A connected group could survive. And evidence suggests these groups even traded materials over surprisingly long distances. Valuable stones, tools, and resources traveled between communities, creating networks that increased everyone's chances of survival. The more scientists learn about Ice Age humans, the more remarkable they appear. They weren't simply struggling against nature. They were constantly adapting, experimenting, and innovating. Think about that for a moment. Every warm house, winter coat, freezer, and survival tool we use today exists because countless generations before us solved impossible problems with far fewer resources. The Ice Age wasn't just a test of strength. It was a test of creativity. And that's the real lesson hidden beneath the snow-covered story of our ancestors. The thing that allowed humans to survive wasn't sharp teeth, massive muscles, or incredible speed. It was imagination. When the world became colder, harsher, and more dangerous, humans didn't evolve into stronger animals. They became smarter problem solvers.